Hi, welcome back. As you can see, I have no guitar in my hand today. It's very rare occurrence of my armrest being down, but I don't have my readers on, so I can kind of see the screen, but I don't have to really, be watching the sequencer or anything. And I just want to check in with everybody. This is going to be a real quick video. We're coming up on 10,000 subscribers, and this is a steady growing process with this channel, but it's not one that has the hockey stick, and it's not his channels hasn't is not a hasn't skyrocketed and all of that. I really appreciate a lot of the comments that people have left over the last, we're going on 3 years. Man, this thing should take off, and I just I'm just so glad anytime anybody is on here using this stuff, having fun, helping other people on the channel in the comments, sending me wonderful emails and thank yous, and just, people send me recordings that they've made of their stuff, even if it's, it has nothing to do with what they do with Tao of Twang. A couple of people have like EPs and whole albums, and they send me links to Spotify and stuff. Other creators often reach out to me and say, good stuff, man, keep it up, and there's just so much encouragement. I never imagined how much support and community there would be in this virtual space that I now work in full time. When you put the lessons and everything with it, this is what I do. So I'm first of all here to thank you for that. And 10,000 is it's a milestone for our channel, right? Others might think, I don't know, that's just a stepping stone or something. And I guess it is, but I'm satisfied with the way that things go on the channel, and I know that people get benefits from it. That's what means the most to me. And so we also have a Patreon page. And so today I'm not going to be shy like I usually kind of think. I overthink some of this. I don't want to take up everybody's time, talking about donations and memberships and that sort of thing. I just want to play guitar and have fun. But just real quick, I'm going to put up on the screen, and I'll put some stuff in the description of this. These are ways that you can support the channel. And, on Patreon, there's other content that you get on there each week that's ad-free. Eventually, a couple months later, it gets, kind of put back into the YouTube stream, But for those first couple of months, they're ad-free, which is nice. And it's just something else if you're really into the stuff that we do, something else to look forward to each week. And, we're putting together a community over there that's also just fun and mutually supportive for everybody that's involved. So we only have one tier on Patreon. It's $5 a month. And honestly, I look at it as a crowdfunding thing. Yeah, we're offering you something, but it's not a whole lot different than what you would get just by watching the YouTube channel, right? You do get some easier ways to download the backing tracks and to save things and stuff, I guess. But really, I'm appealing to you today to just please consider, if you get, benefits from this channel that you feel are, important to you, then, consider maybe joining the Patreon, or, if you want, I'll put information up here also where you can make a direct donation if you wanted to the Square account that we have. And, it really matters. I'll just go ahead and I don't know if this is, good manners on YouTube or whatever. I really don't know. But a channel like this makes about $200 a month in ad revenue. Those of you that have never had a YouTube channel or don't do any kind of streaming or things that are paid for by advertising, that's the reality of it. For this channel, the way it is right now. Like I said earlier, my ambition really isn't to kind of, just, I don't know, spend all day pounding YouTube and uploading stuff or whatever in order to, try to, you know, access more ad revenue. I'm satisfied with that because I really value the time that I have to spend with individuals. And, I like to just create stuff in the time that I have during the day myself. And I work on the backing tracks and stuff. So, but that's the reality of it, right? So if you feel like if you're new or if you've been watching the channel for a couple of years, you're like, yeah, I've gained something from this channel. Please consider a donation, or maybe something like Patreon, where you kick in a little bit each month, and we get enough people on board with that. It's really going to help carry us. We're not in any kind of crisis or anything. That's not what this is about. It's just I feel that it's time to kind of get more real with you all. Um, there's a lot of folks on here that were here like the first month that this whole thing started. I still see, I still talk to you in the comments all the time. And I just love that. And I love seeing all the new people, subscribing and leaving comments. And man, this is great. And I don't, you know, I'm, I'm open to, everybody helping shape the content and like, hey, why don't you do this or try that, or you all have helped me get my camera set up better. Oh, your lightings, I can't see good. A lot of those things have been improved because of your feedback, and I've learned a lot from you. So again, thanks to everybody. This is just an outreach like any business would make, to say, hey, here's how you can, nothing is free, right? It takes, you spend your time on YouTube. Doesn't matter if you support channels financially or not. It's costing you time. I think in economics they call that opportunity cost, right? It's the time that you could be doing this or be doing something else, perhaps, some other kind of music education or something. So I take that very seriously, right? That's a real thing. It needs to be worth your time, and for many reasons that I've expressed ongoing, it is worth my time. And I get so much out of this that does not even have to do with my income, okay? But that part is real, and it's important. It's important to my family. So that's it. I just want to make sure everybody has the information. I don't talk about this stuff a lot in the videos anymore. I just kind of like to get right down to the playing, and that's what I like when I turn on a channel too. But since I created a Patreon page, I'll just let you know I've become a supporter of a bunch of creators. Then I didn't do that before. I didn't kind of make that connection, with myself and the content creating community, the value of it. Well, now, because I do this every day, of course, I have a much better understanding of that. So, thanks again for everything. We are going to keep on rocking this channel. We're going to hit 10,000 in probably the next couple weeks, and I don't know if there's going to be fireworks or what's going to happen. Maybe we'll go live. We'll have like a live, celebration or something, right? But I just really appreciate y'all. appreciate any support that you can give us. And if it's not something that you feel makes sense for you, by all means, I'm just so glad that you're using the content on this channel for good and to have fun and to do something that we all love, making music. I'll see you next week. Keep on twanging.